There may be some attorneys or judges, what have you, Supreme Court, whatever, that you admired and that you kind of fashioned your way of doing things, so to speak.
Okay.
Do you have any of those people that you admired or talk about them?
Of course, I have my, favorite presidents and stuff, but we won't talk about
You can say who they are.
Well, I love the Adams because they were so passionate. I, of course, although my dad knew Lyndon Johnson and said that, he could be kind of gruff and crude, but he got through a lot of great legislation. Now, let's leave Vietnam and stuff separate, but the Great Society and the civil rights stuff, he did what Kennedy dreamed about. He got it completed and stuff. My first job was with Judge Alley, and he was a JAG attorney. He was with the Army, and then he was at my law school, and then he became a federal judge, and I was his law clerk, and he was always extremely fair, and he always looked at both sides. And that was also, my dad was not an attorney, but he did go to law school, and he was an accountant and stuff, and he just didn't practice. And he always looked at both sides. But he was also kind of like the Adamses in that he had his own demons and stuff. He would get kind of agitated and stuff about things. He could get really mad at himself and at my brother and stuff. And so I would mediate. I'm pretty good about getting things resolved because as a very early age, I was always trying to, make things smooth with my dad, and the family. And so it kind of comes naturally and stuff.
I've negotiated all these cable agreements back since the early 80s.
When I came, I didn't know anything about municipal government, not a thing. But Bryce Kennedy was here.
So that is why the agreement that you see looks like the Blue Peak agreement in order to conform with this section.
Very brilliant, very controversial, but was great. And he taught me a lot of things. As we went on, I would do the basic stuff, and then he would do the big projects and stuff. Now, people either love Bryce or they focus on the controversies and stuff. He was brilliant, and I learned a great deal from him.